Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another Obby Creator video. My name is Roro Studios, and today we're going to be building floor 10 of Tower of Super-Ception, which is the soul crushing tower for my J2H ring in Obby Creator. That's the second to last time I'm going to be saying that, because I've been building this tower slowly over the past 3 months and almost 3 months, and making videos on each floor. And it's finally time to build the grand finale of the tower, which is going to be floor 10. So currently there's only 9 towers, if you count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the progression isn't in that order. It's actually, you climb up the first 4 floors, and then you go up a ladder up to floor 9, descend those 4 floors, then you jump through a portal where it just temporarily teleports you over there somewhere. So if you haven't seen the previous videos yet, those can be found on my channel in the playlist. But like I've said 100,000 million times, this is Tower of Inception from J2H, but with not 2 layers, but 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So don't worry, this is not going to be the last Tower of Super-Ception video. I plan to make this floor longer than usual, so I'm probably going to actually split it into 2 episodes. So it's going to be another one after this, and then it's going to be another one after that, where I make some finishing touches, such as nerfing and buffing some things. And then the final video is going to be showing the entire tower start to finish. One last thing before we get started, sorry that there wasn't a video on Wednesday. My internet was out the day before that, so I couldn't record a video. Actually, I lied, that wasn't the last thing. There's another video I want to do where you guys are gonna comment stuff for it. It's gonna be playing J2H but with weird challenges. So comment some strange idea, such as try to beat a tower while holding my breath, or do a vertical mobility speedrun. Except don't comment those because I just said them. I mean, you can if you want, but whatever. Anyway, with that, we can finally begin building floor 10. So there's actually a comment I got. Someone was saying I should make the 10th floor like bigger, so it would stick out further than usual. And I thought that was a very good idea, so that's why we're going to be doing that. Let me go to this, where I just store a bunch of money whenever I'm at cash limit. That way I can continue earning money. And then when I actually need money, such as right now, I can just scale that down. Anyway, the color of this is going to be a darker color of this red. Okay, there we go. Normally I copy and paste them all at once, but I didn't this time for whatever reason. But I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. Okay, so I've cloned everything as well as put in this kill brick floor, which, what's going to happen if you fall on these 2 floors, floor 5 and floor 7, if you fall, you get sent to here, where you have to land 3 10-stud wraps. Falling there you'll land on this insta-kill, but if you do survive, then you'll step on this teleport pad and be sent back to the start of that floor. So what this one is going to be similar to that, except it's not going to be 3 10-stud wraps. It's going to be a few different variations of a 12-stud jump, and once you do complete it, you'll actually be sent all the way back here, which is the start of floor 8. So it's the start of this floor, but remember that that's actually 2 floors before this, even though it might look like more because of the way you go down there. But anyway, now what I need to do is, of course, expand this. So I actually need to raise this up 1 stud. I did that with the ones on the inside so that I could put the kill brick underneath there. But I need to do that here because I'm going to be extending it out. How many studs do I want? I think I'm going to make this next one be 15 studs. So what I need to do is I need to grab a part and then scale it out to 15, like it's that number down there. That way I can measure this correctly. So now I want to clone this. I actually had to completely get rid of that part that was down there. So I might not actually be able to do the whole frame right now. That doesn't seem big enough because I don't think that's hanging off long enough. I think I want to increase it to 20 studs. So right there. And there we go. Yeah, I think this one's better. Something else just occurred to me. I actually do want this back to how it was originally, because I want the underside of this part to be red. That means I'm gonna have to have an extra stud right here. So this needs to be moved like that. Then there's gonna be another one right here. I guess I'll go ahead and put it in. Okay, actually I did have to move that back down because it was already extended up because I cloned it from here. But now I want to put this here just like this, and then I'm gonna put the kill brick here. It's not gonna be level with this one, but I think that's fine. Since it's almost nothing of a difference, I'm just gonna put the teleporter at this height. It'll be 1 stud above this, but that makes no difference because there's not gonna be a platform that's only 1 stud off the floor. Now I'm gonna put in the kill brick just like this. So this is going to extend all the way around here, which I guess does mean this goes another 20 studs out this way. I guess I'll go ahead and do that. I just set my snap to grid to 20. Yeah, this is all the money I have, so I don't have the thing over there. This is all I'm going to have for the time being, but yeah, that's fine. Where do I want the start of this to be? Well, I would start it in the middle, but I'm going to have it so that at the end of the tower, which would be the end of this floor, you're going to drop down the center part. I'm going to move the kill bricks out of the way so that you can actually drop down. And the wind pad is going to be right here at the bottom of floor 1. Don't worry, I will put a cheese barrier so that you can't just corner clip in right from floor 1 and just cheese literally the entire tower. I think I'm going to start it right here on layer 5, and I guess there is 6 layers on this one. Well, I've been referring to this as layer 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know I said 5 a second ago, but I meant 1. So what does that make this? Does it make this 0, or do I make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I don't know. We'll just call this layer 0, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, this is going to be the platform you spawn on, but to make sure it's centered, I have it scaled all the way out, and then I'm going to hold control and scale it back in. We'll make this be 5 by 5. So now if I head back down here to this teleporter, well, it's 4 of them, I need to control click all of these, just like this, and change their locations to right there. And then I can go down here and just delete that sign. That was just a sign that said that floor 10 didn't exist yet. Before we actually get started on the obby, let's add the thing for when you fail. So let me grab a teleport pad. I haven't been doing this with the other teleport pads. I've just been keeping them at 0.5 because that was fine. This one I'll make as thin as I can, but it's going to be invisible anyway, so that doesn't even matter. So before I actually set that to teleport you anywhere, I need to put this part, which of course I'm not going to have enough for. Okay, you know what? We'll come back to that later. Let's just get started with the obby, and then I'll just set this temporarily to teleport you back there. Okay, so it's now a new day of recording. I went ahead and added these signs explaining everything. I'll read them in a second, and I also waited around a bit for some money. So I have this cube of, well, it's not a cube, but it's 13,000 money, almost 14,000, and then plus this 2,000. So what the signs they say, it says welcome player to floor 10. This is the hardest, longest, and most stressful floor out of the entire tower. If you fall, you'll have to land a few variations on a 12-step long jump over an instant death block, and then you'll be sent all the way back to the start of floor 6, 2 floors back. The gray platforms that will take you in between these sections will slowly get smaller throughout the floor until they are, in the true Tower of Inception spirit, very tiny. Good luck, player, you will need it. Yeah, I kind of thought more about what I wanted the floor to actually be. So it's going to be all these like mini sections that you have to complete, and then in between them you have these, which get smaller until they're tiny. I think it's going to go 3 stud, 2 stud, 1.5 studs, 1 stud, half a stud, quarter stud, 0.15 stud, and then 0.1 stud, but I'll only have like 1.1 stud jump, and I might even put some sort of safety net under that. I don't know. Anyway, I guess now that I have the money, let's go ahead and just put in the last part before I actually put in the obby, which is the 12 studs. Over here will be a good spot for it. Then I want to take this platform. This is going to be the platform that you'll be teleported to. I'll make sure it's kind of big so that you don't just walk off by accident. So the variations on the 12 stud jump is going to be climbable, non-climbable, wall boostable, and non-wall boostable. So I think if we do all the combinations, that should be 4. So hold on. If I make this thing down here more transparent, that way the neon glow doesn't make it impossible to see that. So I think I'm gonna do easiest to hardest. We're gonna do climbable and wall boostable first. Now let's clone this, and we'll put the platform here. I think we'll just make this platform be longer instead of like this, because if you do this, then you don't want to accidentally overshoot it. So it does actually make a difference depending on how long this is. Now to make it wall boostable, we just put a wall right here, and what you can do is you can get right on the edge with your face like into the wall, and then it'll give you a small boost into the jump. Although I'm not sure, I don't know, I'll extend it further. I'm not really sure how that works, but it does. Then I guess the next easiest would be just this, but without the wall. So if I just clone this, that's literally it. I'm gonna actually select all of these and then move them over just a little bit, because I need another row of these, like over here. I'll make it bigger so you can't just jump off like that. Not that that really matters, but you know. Then there's going to be a non-climbable wall boostable one here, and then there's going to be a non-climbable non-wall boostable one right here. So we'll do a couple 1 studs in between these. Okay, so here I just put in the 12 studs. Now I just got to make these non-climbable. So I just need to extend these down. Now it doesn't make too much of a difference if this one is climbable or not, since you're not jumping to it. But there actually is a thing where you can go into climbing animation. Here, I'll show it over here where I actually can do that. Where you go into climbing animation like this, and then you turn sideways, and then you do that. So here's the non-climbable wall boostable one. I just gotta actually put in the wall. So I just clone the wall from over there and put it right here. Just like that. And then this one, we don't have to do anything to. It's just gonna look like that. Okay, I've now added in the teleporter right here, which will send you back down to right here, which is the start of floor 8. And then I also added in this, this wall right here, so that you can't just jump straight across right there. As well as put in these platforms right here, as well as the corner clip. And also I have a bunch of money now, because I was waiting around for a bit. I'll be able to put in another one of these things right here. And there, now I have that one, and then I'll put in the square right here in the corner in a second. There we go. Now I can clone this one too, and put it right there. And I also need to expand this one to that point as well. Now I'll sell this one right here so that I can clone this wall and put it right there. Okay, the floor isn't completely there, but the teleporter is. Speaking of that, I actually need to set the location of that. It's finally time to start building the obby. So, I mean, I've already built like 2 jumps, but basically for this part with the jumps that represent the floor. In some of the thumbnails of the videos of building the floors, that's where like the highlight of the floor is usually. I didn't put that on all of them though. Like I didn't put that on the floor 2 thumbnail, but I did on the floor 3 thumbnail. Floor 3 thumbnail was showcasing this part down here where it's like that part on the Tower of Hot Chocolate Fury from the Christmas event in JTOH, where the text on the platforms tell you what the platform actually is. This was the thumbnail for the floor 1 video. That thumbnail was different from the other ones because that one was, well, the title was called What Will Ring 1's Soul Crushing Tower Be? Not Building Floor 1 of Tower of Super-Ception. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do for the part up on floor 10 that this represents, I'm going to do this part right here with all the darkness. And it's only going to be a few jumps. But we'll put the first jump like, well, actually, I guess the first platform needs to be an advanced tools part, because that will set the lighting effect to dark, I believe it's called. We'll make it a 1 stud. Okay, we set the color, and we need to go to lighting effect and select dark. If you step on it, this happens, and you can barely see anything. I'm gonna have to make the platforms be neon, like I actually did on the floor. So let me just change this material to neon, and I can put that back to smooth. And the color needs to be a lot brighter. Okay, that works. And now I can just reset so that I can actually see what I'm building. So I'm gonna put a ladder flick right here. And I'm thinking it's just gonna be hanging down from the ceiling, but I'm thinking the ceiling is just gonna be a big part above here. But for the part where you jump down the center, I'm kind of considering having this be like sticking out from the top, out of like the roof, I guess, and then you'll climb up there. It'll be like up here, and then you'll drop down the whole tower to the wind pad. So now I guess the next platform will be a half stud right here. So we'll have it so you jump here, and then how about a wraparound? So we're gonna clone this and then put another one like right here, and it will look like this. Okay, that's not too hard. Although I do have to keep in mind that it's harder to see things a little bit. Not as hard as it was on floor 9 though. Okay, I will also need to put a thing to reset that right here. After you do that jump, I think I want to do just another platform that's right here, and then you'll jump up there. Then we'll move on to floor 2's part thing. I don't know, what would you call that? Yeah, you're going to jump up to here, and then I need another advanced tools part that will go right here, and it's going to set the lighting effect to none. Okay, now let's test this out. So everything goes dark, and yeah, you just do these jumps. Okay, you won't hit your head on that, so I don't have to worry about that. But you just do that. So floor 2, what I was planning on doing for that one was just make everything super bright red to where you can barely see anything. Let's see. I'm gonna make this be a head hitter jump once I actually put in the ceiling of this. Yeah, I think this jump should be possible, and it should. Yeah, that won't be possible without touching that. So like you have to reset the lighting effect. Yeah, so I'm just gonna copy and paste this a couple of times. I mean, I guess it is kind of hard to distinguish it between the neon, but I don't really care that much. Just gonna walk across those. I guess you can jump if you want. Maybe I'll delete a few of these. Okay, so what I'm thinking I might do is I'm gonna scale this wall down a little bit. Now I'm gonna put in another frame part, and it's going to be the super bright red so that everything blends together and you can hardly see what you're doing. And I think so it doesn't look ugly from the other side. from the outside, I mean. I'm going to actually split that in half and then set this one back to this color. Yeah, that looks a lot nicer. Well, not right here. There we go. That looks fine from this side, and then from this side, we do have this right here, but I kind of like that. I'll keep it at that color while I build it so I can actually see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is just make it so you sort of do obstacles up there. I got to make sure you can't, it doesn't stick out too far up higher so that you can't just jump from there and take a shortcut. Yeah, then I think we'll do a wraparound thingy up to here. Then what if we do this? You have to jump around like that. I think I will lower that down because that is a little tricky. Obviously, I'm going to do something like this since you have to do that. I think I'm going to lower that down again because since you got to go around this thing, that makes it pretty tricky. Well, actually, now it's too low. But if I put a platform here, then you can do that. That does make it kind of easier, but I think I like that better anyway. And I suppose I'll have this extended up right here. And then I think I just want to do a jump like that. And there's actually going to be a platform, though. Yeah, okay, so you really can't tell if you don't know that that's a wraparound. That would be pretty hard to tell. And I'm pretty sure by turning your graphics down, yeah, that doesn't help that much either. I mean, what you can do is go into this menu, you get this, like, I don't know, this dark thing over it, I guess. That way you can see that a little bit better. But still, I think I'll delete that and then clone this part and put another one right there. That one you will obviously be able to see. Yeah, and then I can barely even see with this over it. So I just deleted the part that was right here. And I think this is going to have to go up a little bit too. I did make this platform a little bit darker. Does that really help that much? I mean, you still can barely tell that this is a truss. I'll put a neon part inside of it. That might help a little bit. Okay, so you can tell that that's a truss now, but I think maybe, what if I just delete that and then you gotta go around like that? Keep in mind that there will be a roof above you. Yeah, okay, I like that. So that's going to conclude the floor 2 part. Okay, now it's time to move on to the floor 3 part. But first, let's do a quick thing to get over to there so that I actually have room to build it. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so I just spammed a bunch of walkarounds here. I mean, not too much, but, you know. And I'm pretty sure, I'm almost definitely sure that you can just jump to there, but I'll fix that later. So yeah, you're just going to do a bunch of these, and it's going to be right over here where I build the floor 3 one. Alright, so this one's actually going to be kind of easier to build because I have more room to do it. So, I mean, I guess we'll start it out the same way I did when I first built that, which I'm pretty sure I just spaced out a bunch of conveyor platforms equally. We'll make these, well, they're 3, so I don't know, we'll make them, if I set this to 10, I think that should be a 7 stud gap. Let me just clone these, and then I'll obviously replace them or rotate them or whatever with what I decide to put on them. There will only be this many of them, so there won't be that many. And then we'll go on to floor 4. Okay, I just made them all into different thingies and put the text on them. It wasn't that exciting to actually like commentate over as I was building it. I'll show the whole floor start to finish at the end of the video, as I usually do. Well, actually not the whole floor because I'm only building some of it here, but yeah, that will include this. So I won't show that right now since I'm going to then anyway. Now onto floor 4. So that one, the thing featured in the thumbnail of that video was the quiz. So that one was 5 questions, although it was kind of only 3 questions. This one, I'm just going to make be 2 questions. So we're going to make a platform that you jump to, and it's going to be right there, and we're going to set the color. So I need to put in the sign that actually asks the question. The 3 questions on that one that were actually questions were things related to like JTOH or my Obby Creator ring or whatever. But this one is going to be as far from that as possible. What year was Adopt Me released? That's what the first question is going to be. As far from Obbies as possible. I mean, there are Obbies in that game, so it's not entirely true, but you know what I mean. Okay, so these are going to be the 2 platforms that the answers are on. I'm making them transparent, and they'll probably be easier to see them once the kill brick is there, or maybe it'll be hard, I don't know. But if it is, then I'll change the transparency of it or something. But that way, if it's transparent, I can see. If it's enough transparent, I think if it's 0.6 or more transparent, then your view will go through it even if it's can't collide true. So if I do that, then I can set, so I'm going to set 1 to can't collide true and 1 to can't collide false. And your view will go through both of them. But now I need to add the text on these, and I need to put it on top. This one is the Can't Collide True one, so that means this is the correct answer, and the correct answer is 2017. Then I need to do the same here and put in an incorrect answer, which will be 2018. So if you jump on this one, that is the incorrect answer. If you jump on this one, that is the correct answer. Let's actually move that further away, because you got to make sure you have to jump on one of them, and you can't just do like a long jump or something to skip this whole thing. Now we're going to do the second question. So let's clone the sign. This one I haven't thought of previously of what I want to do for it. Another thing I do want to say though is that I don't want to put these really about my YouTube channel. I don't want to say like what date was the Floor 8 video released or something like that, because like you might be playing this and you haven't seen the videos. I mean, probably most of the people playing this have, but you know, and yeah, you could go look it up, but if you're on mobile, then that's a lot harder. So, I don't want to do anything like that. I think the next one will be closer to related, I guess. It's who is the developer of Obby Creator? The game says it's created by Whirlpool Studio, which is the group, but I mean, that of course would be a correct answer. I think I'm gonna put the correct answer as, the developer's actual username, which is this, Mario118118. I'll make them be the same side on this one, because I feel like it. The correct answer, that is. And I put in the other one as Badimo, I think that's how you pronounce it. That's the developer of the game Jailbreak. I tried like 5 other ones, but they all kept getting hashtagged. But there we go, I finally got one. That's all that it's going to be for floor 4. So put another safe platform here, and then we'll go on to floor 5, / floor 9, which is the one directly below this, but that's the one where everything is all dark and spooky. So I'm going to need to use a few more advanced tools parts. One to set the fog in to 50, and one to set the fog color to black, so it'll look like this. I will also have to put some things to reset the fog end over here, but I will do that later because I don't feel like it right now. Yeah, we're just going to have a few jumps on here. So it's not going to be any particular type of jump, so I'm just going to actually do this one off camera really quickly. Okay, so I just finished building this floor 5 part, and now we're going to go on to the floor 6 part. So if I reset to remove this effect, floor 6 was this floor right here. So this one was the first safety net floor. It's completely over safety net, so if you fall, you just get sent back to the start of the floor. But the part I'm going to be doing is right here at the end. You do this jump, which I've actually replicated over at floor 10. And then right here, all of the, like, the skybox and a whole bunch of other stuff gets changed, and says, and with that you can say goodbye to your safety net, enjoy falling to your death. So then you have this outside section with no safety net. This is the part of floor 6 that I'm going to be doing the floor 6 part of on floor 10. I need to put another opening in the wall right here that you will go right through. And it's going to be one stud wide, just like the other one, because we have a similar, like, thing right there, I guess. So the floor 5 part ends by you jumping down underneath here, and then you just go right through here. I'm gonna change the skybox and some other things later on so that it will look more epic. This part, like it is on floor 6, is not going to have a safety net. We'll have it go around outside here, and you'll go back in, like, right over here. I'll do something about this so that you can't land down there. So what I think I'm gonna start off with is a stick out wraparound. We'll do, I don't know, we'll make it stick out by 3 studs. There we go. And let's actually extend this over to here. Then we'll put the next platform you're gonna land on down here. Will be a half stud, but it's not really that hard to jump to. Let's do a custom part, because I haven't used any of those in a while. I'll make it so you jump in some of these half hollow cylinders. And I do need to make it neon, so that, because you can't put the stud texture on it. And I also need to lower this down a little bit. So you're gonna do like a wraparound thing, and then we'll have it be like a head hitter right there. I guess that's all the outside section is gonna be. And then, yeah, right here, we'll have a corner clip back inside. So now we move on to floor 7, which floor 7 was a purist floor, meaning no client-sided objects, and it had a whole bunch of glitches. I think I'm going to do some of the glitches that I missed out on that one. Mainly things like, I did most of them, well, most of the common glitches, I suppose, but I did not do a flat wall or high jump. So I think we'll start off with this wraparound right here, and then we'll just put the flat wall right here. If you don't know what a flat wall is, you'll find out in a second, because I'm building that right now. It's similar to a corner clip, kind of. Basically, you have to clip through, like, the vertical seam in between that. obviously I do need to expand this out so you can't just do a stick out wraparound. So if you practice it a lot, then you can get pretty consistent at it. And then we'll just do the high jump now. Oh, and by the way, I will put in signs that say when you go to the next floor's thingy. I still don't know what on earth you would call that. But you can see that it's 10 studs down here. So you do you flick your camera so that you get a boost. Okay, I will extend these up to where the ceiling is once I put in the ceiling. So just pretend that those go all the way up there. But then I'll just copy and paste a few half studs. Then we'll do floor 8. So floor 8, there really wasn't anything to that one. It was this one was floor 8. It was over a safety net. But let's see, what did it even say on the sign? It said, this floor is a break floor just like floor 8. If you fall at any point during this floor, you'll be sent right back to this platform. Okay. This floor, it really didn't have anything like too exciting, I guess. It was mostly just jumps, I guess. Nothing too like super original on this floor. I'll just do the same thing that I did on floor 8. Just some not too original, but not too unoriginal jumps either. And I do actually need to go into this next layer right here because I used up all the space on this one. Actually, no, I can put some stuff over here, like above this part. Yeah, I'll do that for floor 9, which is actually going to be the last floor of this part. Because, like, I'm not going to do one for floor 10, obviously. Okay, so I finished up the floor 8 part, and I built the floor 9 part as well. And I went ahead and did some other things. Like, I filled in the floor completely with the kill bricks. So yeah, now it's time to show you everything I built in today's video from start to finish. So first of all, if you want to play this obby, here's the obby ID right here. You can come play any of these floors, and this one is floor 10. So it says, I read this earlier, but I'll read it again. It says, welcome player to floor 10. This floor is the hardest, longest, and most stressful floor out of the entire tower. If you fall, you'll have to land a few variations on a 12-stud long jump over an instant death block, and then you'll be sent all the way back to the start of floor 6, 2 floors back. This floor will consist of mini sections, all of which have related obstacles. The first run requires you to complete jumps representing each floor of the tower. The gray platforms that will take you in between these sections will slowly get smaller throughout the floor until they are, in the true Tower of Inception spirit, very tiny. Good luck, player, you will need it. So you first go across these gray platforms that start as 3x3, and then they'll eventually be very tiny. But you gotta do this corner clip right here, and it says, floor 1, kind of dark. Yeah, so I put in these signs that like sort of tell you what each thing is. So like on this one, it's kind of dark. So yeah, you do those, and you go up these. Like this one's pretty short, but yeah. Then floor 2 equals so bright. So it's the exact opposite of it. Again, I will fix this shortcut, but I don't feel like it right now. And so then you jump there, and that was kind of close, but I would just teleport it back up here if I fell. But anyway, you do these jumps, and you go around right here. Then you jump over and land right here. And then you do these few jumps here. Then you do these walk-arounds. Obviously, you can jump on them right now, but you won't be able to once I put in the ceiling. And when you jump down here, it says floor 3, Tower of Hot Chocolate Fury style platform thingies. Yeah, what would you even call this? But we have forward, backward, fading platform, right, kill brick. See, I'm taking damage. And then we have the beat block. So you want to jump at the right time. Okay, that was kind of close, but whatever. Then we have left, and then forward. And I guess I could delete this platform. I think, yeah, you should be able to make that jump. Hold on. Yeah, okay. And then floor 4 equals quiz. Question, what year was Adopt Me released? And that would be 2017. And then who is the developer of Obby Creator? It's Mario 118118. Then floor 5 equals creepy darkness. So you do these half studs that are rotated, and then you don't do that. Yeah, and I still need to put in the thing that'll remove the lighting effect if you fall at that section. I will do that really quickly. Okay, so I just did that, a quick test. There we go, it resets if you do that. Yeah, and I guess, and I will show this, I suppose. You have a 12-stud wall a climbable wall boostable one, then a climbable non-wall boostable one. Then you do a couple of 1-studs, then a wall boostable non-climbable, and then you have a non-wall boostable non-climbable. I'm not sure. Yeah, that one is pretty hard. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. This last one. But I don't know. But once you do that, obviously this will teleport you back here. Anyway, once you get up here, what you do is you do this wraparound, and you have another wraparound right here, just like that. Then you can jump here. Then you have a downward head hitter thingy. And I'm gonna need yet another lighting effect resetter. Anyway, it says floor 6 equals outside section with no safety net. Yeah, so you jump in these like circle thingies. Yeah, and that's like the whole thing. It's like 2 jumps, I guess, but I don't know. They're not really that long, I guess. And it says floor 7 equals purest and lots of glitches. So you do that wrap around, and then you do this flat wall, then a 10 stud high jump, and then you jump on all these half studs, followed by a corner clip. Then floor 8 equals nothing exciting really, lol. And then right there it says, well, I mean, the video building it was the background footage for the Q&A special and the announcement for that, lol. Yeah, so this one I put a tightrope right here. It's 0.1 studs and non-alignable. I didn't put any of these, I don't know what you'd call these, but one of these. I haven't put any of these in the tower yet, so I just decided to put one here. Once you get to this side, you will jump like that. And then you go on this moving part. Then you jump off and land right here. Then you jump up here. Then you do a corner clip. Then floor 9 equals extreme darkness. Yeah, so that was what I did for this one, because that's what was in the thumbnail of that video. And yeah, it's basically the same thing as that one section, but yeah. And then this is currently the end of the floor. Probably what's going to happen next is you're going to corner clip inside here, or some other glitch or something. I might do a few more jumps over to here first. And then one more thing I might add is on that, right next to those signs at that first section, what I'm thinking I might do is actually put a picture of the thumbnail of that specific video. I think that would be pretty cool, but we'll see if I do that or not. Anyway, yeah, I did. You can see that I added in the floor, so from the bottom, it looks really cool, I guess, because you have the 10th floor overhanging the thing. Anyway, I think that's going to be the end of today's video. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss part 2 of building floor 10, as well as the other videos that are after that, like adding finishing touches and stuff. And also, if you want, leave some silly JTOH challenge ideas. You can either comment them as your own or reply to the comment that I will have probably pinned. I don't know, it depends on whether you watch it as soon as it releases or not. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day.